Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Hi. Hello, everyone. Okay. In the previous class, we have seen about alkali metals, isn't it? Unit 5, alkali and alkaline earth metals is the unit name. We have seen about alkali metals. Today, we are going to see about alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals, okay? What is alkali and alkaline metals? That is S block elements. S block elements in the periodic table. S block elements are called alkali and alkaline earth metals. Okay, the elements that belonging to the group 1 and group 2 in the modern periodic table are called the S block element. Group 1 and group 2 are called S block elements. So the elements belonging to these two groups are commonly known as alkali and alkaline earth metals. Okay. So in this unit, okay, we are going to study their properties, okay, their important compounds, their biological importance. Okay. So all those things we are going to see. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go into the lesson. Okay, children, are you eager to study chemistry? It is a very easy subject. I already told that. So, be very eager to study. Okay, don't waste a single time. I heard that you went school and submitted that notes and all those things. I'm really happy of you. Some students are not written some assignments and homeworks. Okay, it's your duty because if you study daily, okay, the assignments and all those things which we are giving you, if you study daily, that will be very useful for you only. Okay, children, so don't waste a single time. Okay, study well, don't waste a single time. Okay, children, okay, the marks will be given based upon your assignment, homework and classwork only. Okay, so it lies in your hand to score a good mark. You have to work hard. Okay, okay, children, let's start. Okay, first of all, what are alkaline earth metals? Okay, what are alkaline earth metals? Okay, group 2 elements. Okay, group 1 lo ulladala enadhu alkali earth metals and group 2 lo ulladala alkaline earth metals. Okay, so group 2 in the modern periodic table contains the elements beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Okay, what are the elements? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. These are the elements in the group 2 that are called the alkaline earth metals. Okay, these elements with the exception of beryllium are commonly known as alkaline earth metals. Okay, beryllium விட்டுட்டு மிச்ச elements தான் என்ன சொல்றோம்? Alkaline earth metals. Okay, the alkaline earth metals are less reactive. Okay, less reactive than alkali metals. Okay, alkali metals we have seen in the previous class, isn't it? So it is less reactive. Okay, and the alkaline earth metals have the valence electron number 2. Okay, valence la ethana electrons irukku? 2 electrons. Okay, next, the alkaline earth metals are not found pure nature. They are too reactive. Pura irukadu. Okay va? The word alkaline means basic. Word alkaline means basic. Okay, the common bases include salts of calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. Okay, they are alkaline in nature. Okay, metal oxides are found in the earth crust. Okay, the beryllium, exception of beryllium, all are known as alkaline earth metals. Okay, now let's see. Okay, the general characteristics of alkaline earth metals, their physical properties, their electronic configuration, all those things. Okay, the nature எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படினா, these elements are all metals. பார்க்க எப்படி இருக்கும்? Looking like metals. Okay, அதோட physical state எப்படி இருக்கும்? These elements have a grayish white luster when freshly cut and are malleable and ductile. Okay, they are in which color? Grayish white color. Grayish white color. They are, when freshly cut, they are malleable and they are ductile. Okay, and the atomic volume, atomic and ionic radii. Okay, let us see about it. Okay, see, for beryllium, for magnesium, for calcium, okay, for strontium and radium, okay, barium, okay, given. அப்படிதானே atomic volume, there is the increase of atomic and ionic radii. From beryllium to radium, there is the increase in the atomic and ionic radii. Okay, the volume, the radii, ionic radii is given. See here, for beryllium 4.90, for magnesium 13.9, for calcium 25.9. So it is increasing. So atomic volume is increasing from beryllium to radium. Do you understand? And for atomic radii, the beryllium 0.96 to 2.20 for radium. So it is also increasing. So atomic volume, atomic radii, ionic radii, everything is increasing. Do you understand? So these are the physical properties. Okay, these are the physical. Next, why these alkaline earth metals are denser than alkali metals. Okay, I told that alkali metals vida alkaline earth metals are less reactive, but alkaline earth metals are denser than alkali metals. Why? Let's see. So comparing with the alkali metals, okay, while we are comparing this alkali metals with alkali metals, it is denser than alkaline earth metals in the same period. So this is due to the fact that the elements of group 2A are packed more tightly due to the nuclear charge, and the smaller size. Because why it is denser அப்படினு question கேட்டாங்கன்னா due to greater nuclear charge and smaller size. Okay, next, the electropositive character. The alkaline earth metals always show the electropositive character, which increases from beryllium to barium. Okay, beryllium to barium. So the ionization energies of these metals are higher than alkali metals. So they are not strongly electropositive as the alkali metals. Okay, and what is electronegativity? So the metals that is having the small electronegativity decreases from beryllium to radium. You understood? Electronegativity is decreasing, but atomic radii, ionic radii, atomic volume is increasing. Okay, but the electronegativity is decreasing. Okay, have you clear with it? Beryllium is 1.5 and radium is 0.97. Okay, children. So for alkaline earth metals, electronegativity is decreasing. Okay, do you know the electronic configuration? The electronic configuration, the elements have 2 electrons in their valence shell. Okay, I already told that valence electrons contains 2 electrons. Okay, that is preceded by the noble gas configuration. Okay, noble gas configuration எப்படி இருக்கும்? 8. Okay, the valence electron will have the 8. Okay, so the general electronic configuration is written as NS2. That is the electronic configuration. Okay, and we have seen about the atomic and ionic radii. Okay, and what is the physical state? It is a beryllium and radium is a rare. Okay, it is a rare element that is comprising only 10% of igneous rock. Okay, the magnesium, calcium are very common in the earth crust. Beryllium வந்து கிடைக்கிறது கஷ்டம், but magnesium and calcium is very common in the earth crust. Okay, so with calcium, with the 5th most abundant element, calcium is the 5th most abundant element, and magnesium is the 8th most abundant element. So magnesium and calcium are found in many rocks. Okay, have you seen the rocks? பாறைகள் பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? So in rocks, magnesium and calcium are found. Okay, so magnesium in carnallite, magnesite, dolomite. So calcium is found in chalk piece. Okay, chalk piece. Have you seen chalk piece? And the limestone, that சுண்ணாம்பு, அதெல்லாம் என்ன இருக்கும்? calcium இருக்கும். Okay வா? So strontium எங்க இருக்கும்? Strontium is found in minerals like celestite and strontianite. Okay, barium is very less common, and radium is a decay product of uranium. So uranium, the nuclear power plant la use பண்ணுவாங்க, that is a decay product. Okay, that is a decay product. Okay, fireworks கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? the சிவகாசில என்ன இருக்கும்? fireworks இருக்குதா? So many alkaline earth metals are used in creating the colors. Okay, வான வெடிகள்ல மேல போய் கலர் அடிக்குமா? So அதுல கூட நம்ம எதை யூஸ் பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா alkaline earth metals வந்து firework showsக்கு யூஸ் ஆகுறாங்க. Okay, do you understood? The blue fireworks are the hardest to make. So when the compound copper chloride is break down into hot flame, in recent years fireworks la alkaline earth metals ரொம்ப யூஸ் பண்றாங்க. Okay, Now, the melting and boiling point, okay? The melting and boiling point of the alkaline earth metals do not show any regular trend, okay? So, they are however higher than the alkali metals. So, this is because of two valence electrons and they are strongly bonded in the solid state than alkali metals, okay? What is the melting point? Beryllium on the 1280, magnesium 651, for calcium 851. So given, okay? You note it down, okay children, note it down. And the boiling point is also given, okay? Right? And the coloration of the flame, okay? What is the coloration? So in flame test, okay, flame test அப்படினு ஒரு laboratory test பண்றாங்க. Their electrons absorb energy and excited to the higher energy level. So when returning to lower energy level, okay, flame test பண்ணும்போது electrons என்ன ஆகுது, energy absorb பண்ணிட்டு high energy levelக்கு போயிடுது. So low energy levelக்கு வரும்போது extra energy அதுக்கு தேவைப்படுது. So which appears as visible light of characteristics color. So elements like calcium ஓட color of the flame வந்து brick red. For strontium it is a crimson red, okay, and for barium it is a apple green. But beryllium and magnesium do not give any color. Beryllium and magnesium do not give any color, okay. And what is the conductivity? So like alkali metals, they are also very good conductor of heat and electricity. They are very good conductor of heat and electricity. Now, what is the reason for the anomalous behavior of beryllium? Anomalous behavior of beryllium. So the anomalous properties of beryllium is mainly due to its small size. Okay, நான் என்ன சொன்னேன், beryllium மட்டும் தான் இந்த alkaline earth metals ஓட properties ஐயோ அதோட characteristics ஐயோ அது வந்து follow பண்ணாது. Beryllium is exception beryllium சொன்னேனா. So beryllium வந்து ஒரு anomalous natureல இருக்கு, ஓகேவா? Because due to its smallest size, because beryllium is a smallest size, okay? You understood? So it is having a high electronegativity. Its electronegativity is very high and the ionization energy is very high and the polarizing power is also very high, that is compared to the other elements in the block, okay? So the anomalous properties of beryllium compared to other elements of the group are also mentioned, okay? I will teach you, okay? Right, the reason, okay, what are the reason? Because due to the small size, high polarizing power and relatively high electronegativity, high ionization energy, and the absence of vacant d orbitals, okay, vacant d orbitals, okay. Now the comparison of beryllium with other elements of the group, okay. In the group, what are the elements are there? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, okay. These are all the elements in alkaline earth metals, okay. Beryllium is different from that, okay. Let's compare beryllium with other elements, okay. Compare beryllium with all other elements, okay. First of all, beryllium, and in another column other elements of the family, okay. What does beryllium do? It forms covalent compounds. It forms a covalent compound. But other elements form the ionic compound, ionic cation, anion, Na plus Cl minus, okay. But beryllium has high melting point and high boiling point. Other elements is having low melting and low boiling point. For beryllium, it does not react with water even at elevated temperature, okay. And other elements of the family, it reacts with water, okay. Beryllium does not combine directly with hydrogen. Does not combine directly with hydrogen. Other elements combine directly with hydrogen, okay. For beryllium, it does not combine directly with halogen. But other elements combine directly with halogens. So halides are covalent. Here halides are electrovalent. Very important comparison, okay. Hydroxide and oxides of beryllium are amphoteric in nature, but there it is basic in nature, okay. And for beryllium, it is not readily attacked by acids because of the presence of an oxide film, but the other elements are attacked by acid, okay. These are the very anomalous properties of beryllium. Beryllium carbide evolves methane with water, but other elements evolve acetylene with water. And the salt of beryllium are extensively hydrolyzed, but the salt of other elements are extensively hydrolyzed. That is extensively hydrolyzed. It is simply hydrolyzed. Okay. Now, what are the similarities between beryllium and aluminium? Similarities between beryllium and aluminium. Okay, beryllium chloride. Okay, as observed in alkali metals. Okay, as we observed in alkali metals, beryllium, that is the first member. Okay, first member of the group 2. It shows a diagonal relationship with aluminium. So aluminium kum beryllium kum ஒரு diagonal relationship இருக்கு. Periodic table பாத்தீங்கன்னா beryllium kum aluminium வந்து beryllium க்கு ஒரு diagonal contact இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? So in this case the size of these ions is not close. However, charge per unit area is closer and it is also having the same electronegative values. Okay, so let's see the similarities between beryllium and aluminium. The first similarity, the beryllium chloride. Okay, beryllium chloride forms a dimeric structure. Beryllium chloride forms a dimeric structure like aluminium chloride. Okay, beryllium chloride and aluminium chloride forms a dimeric structure with chloride bridges. Okay, next beryllium chloride also forms polymeric chain structure. So both are soluble in organic solvents and are strong Lewis acid. Okay, next beryllium hydroxide dissolves in excess of alkali and gives berylate ion, and hydrogen as aluminium hydroxide which gives aluminate ion. Okay, beryllium and aluminium ions have strong tendency to form complexes. So both beryllium and aluminium hydroxides are amphoteric in nature. Next, carbides of beryllium like aluminium carbide give methane on hydrolysis. So both beryllium and aluminium are rendered passive by nitric acid. Okay. Now the chemical properties of alkaline earth metals. Okay, chemical properties of alkaline earth metals. Okay, reducing property. Okay, alkaline earth metals have 2 electrons in their valence shell. I already told. So due to large size, they are comparatively easily oxidized to M2 plus ions. So they therefore called the strong reducing agent. And for reaction with oxygen, the alkaline earth metals react readily with heating with oxygen to form the oxides. So magnesium oxygen koda heat panna 2MO. The peroxides of heavier metal can be obtained on the heating the normal oxides with O2 at high temperature. Next, reaction with hydrogen. So calcium, strontium and barium react with hydrogen when heated to produce crystalline metal hydrides. So these hydrides react readily with water to give hydrogen. Okay, so it reacts with oxygen, react with hydrogen, and it acts as a reducing property. Next, reaction with nitrogen, reaction with water, reaction with halogen is given here. So this metal form nitrides on heating in the presence of nitrogen, which is hydrolyzed by water to give the ammonia. Next, reaction with water. So magnesium reacted with water gives magnesium or metal. Okay, or metal reacted with water, it gives a metal hydroxide. So beryllium and magnesium do not react. Okay, a metal na react agum, beryllium and magnesium do not react readily with water due to their low reactivity. You may be asked a question that why beryllium and magnesium do not react readily with water? Because due to their low reactivity. Beryllium does not react even at elevated temperature. Magnesium reacts only with steam. Okay. Next, reaction with halogen. The alkaline earth metals directly react with halogen to give metal halides. Okay, that is chlorine, bromine, iodine halides. Now, what are the uses of alkaline earth metals? Uses of alkaline earth metals. Okay, first of all, beryllium pati paakalama. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Okay, where are they used? Okay, first of all, beryllium is used for X-rays. Okay, so it is having a low atomic number. Beryllium is having a low atomic number and it is having a low absorption for X-rays. It is used as a radiation window for X-ray tubes and X-ray detectors. Next, the sample holder in X-ray emission studies usually made of beryllium. Okay, next, the beryllium is transparent to energetic particles to build a beam pipe. Next, magnesium, removal of sulfur from iron and steel. It is used as a photo engraved plates in printing industry. Magnesium alloys are used in aeroplane and missile construction. Magnesium ribbon is used in the synthesis of Grignard reagent in organic synthesis. It is used as a desiccant, as sacrificial anode in controlling galvanic corrosion. It alloys with aluminium to improve its mechanical fabrication and welding property. Okay. Next, calcium. It is used as a reducing agent in the metallurgy of uranium, zirconium and thorium. It is used as a deoxidizer, desulfurizer, decarbonizer for various ferrous and non-ferrous alloys. Okay, in making cement and mortar to use in the construction field also calcium is used. Calcium is used in dehydrating oils, as a getter in vacuum tubes, in fertilizers, concrete and plaster of Paris. Okay, and what are the uses of strontium? Strontium is used as a cancer therapy. Okay, and strontium is used as a cancer therapy, and the strontium ratio is used for marine investigation as well as in teeth tracking, animal migration or criminal forensics. Okay, and for the dating of rocks as a radioactive tracer in determining the source of ancient archaeological materials such as timbers and coins. Okay. Next, what are the uses of barium? It is used in metallurgy. Barium is used in metallurgy. Its compounds are used in pyrotechnics, petroleum, mining and radiology. Deoxidizer in copper refining, as a scavenger to remove the last traces of oxygen and other gases in television and other electronic tubes. As isotope of barium is used as a source of calibration of gamma ray detectors in nuclear industry. Radium. Radium is used for, radium salts are used in radiotherapy for treatment of cancer. It is used in the self-luminous paints for watches, nuclear panels, aircraft switches, clocks and instrumental dials, etc. Okay, these are the uses. Next, oxides. Generally, alkaline earth metals form monooxide and peroxide. Monooxide and peroxide. So, beryllium oxide is a covalent due to the small size. Monoxide, peroxide, hydroxide. Okay. So, alkaline earth metals burn in oxygen to form the monoxide. So, monooxide, which except beryllium oxide have rock salt structure. The enthalpies of formation of these oxides are high and they hence have high thermal stability. Next, the salts of oxoacids, that is carbonates and sulfates. Carbonates and sulfates. So, the alkaline earth metals form salts of oxoacids. So, some of these are given, that is carbonate. Carbonate is insoluble in water and it is precipitated by addition of sodium or ammonium carbonate solution to solution of soluble salt. Next is sulfide. White solid and stable to heat, solubility decreases from CSO4 to BaSO4. And the sulfides, nitrates are also the salts of oxo acid. Okay, and the important compounds of calcium, that is the quicklime. Okay, CaO, that is quicklime. Okay, so it is produced, CaO is also called quicklime. Okay, important ingredient of Portland cement. Quicklime is the important in cement industry. It is an industrial base. Extraction of magnesium from seawater. Extraction of magnesium from seawater. So in metallurgy, as base in steel production, as scrubber to remove toxic gas SO2 from industrial flue gas. As a scrubber also it is used. It is used as a scrubber. It is used as a base. It is used as a extraction of Mg from seawater. It is used for industrial base. Okay. It is produced on a commercial scale by heating the limestone in a lime kiln in the temperature range of 1070 to 1270. So the reaction being reversible, carbon dioxide is removed as soon as is produced to enable the reaction to proceed to completion. Next, its properties are calcium oxide is white amorphous solid. Its melting point is 2870 Kelvin. It absorbs the moisture and carbon dioxide on exposure to atmosphere. So the mixture of quicklime and sodium hydroxide is called the soda lime. Mixture of quicklime and soda lime is called soda lime. Mixture of quicklime and sodium hydroxide is the mixture of quicklime and sodium hydroxide is called the soda lime. Okay. Next, calcium hydroxide. This calcium oxide is used in the purification of sugar as a drying agent to manufacture cement, mortar and glass, in the manufacture of sodium carbonate and slaked lime. Okay. Next, calcium hydroxide. Preparation. Calcium hydroxide is prepared by adding water to quicklime. Calcium hydroxide எப்படி prepare பண்றாங்க? Adding water to quicklime. That's all. That's calcium hydroxide. It is a white powder. Okay. It is passed through lime water. It turns milky due to the formation of calcium carbonate. So on passing the excess of carbon dioxide, the precipitate dissolves to form calcium hydrogen carbonate. So milk of lime reacts with chlorine to form hypochlorite, a constituent of bleaching powder. Next, calcium hydroxide is used in the preparation of mortar, building material, in whitewash due to the disinfectant nature, in glass making, in tanning industry, preparation of bleaching powder, for the purification of sugar. For these things, the calcium hydroxide is used. Next, gypsum. So gypsum is a naturally occurring mineral that is made up of calcium sulfate and water. That is sometimes called hydrous calcium sulfide. Its solubility is 150 times that of limestone. Hence, it is a natural source of plant nutrients. Okay, right? These gypsum beds are formed due to the evaporation of water from the massive prehistoric sea basin. So when water evaporates, the minerals present it become concentrated and crystalline. Okay, and what are the properties of gypsum? Gypsum is a soft material which is moderately soluble in water. So the solubility of this mineral in water is affected by temperature. So unlike other salt, gypsum becomes less soluble in water as the temperature increases. So this is known as retrograde solubility. So gypsum is usually white, colorless or grey in color. So but sometimes it can also be found in the shades of pink, yellow, brown and light green, mainly due to the presence of impurities. Gypsum salts are sometimes found to occur in the form that resembles the petals of a flower. It resembles in the form of petals of a flower. Gypsum is known to have low thermal conductivity, which is the reason why it is used in making the dry walls or wall boards. It is also known as natural insulator. Next, the uses of gypsum is used in making the dry walls, plaster boards for the finishing of the walls and ceilings, and gypsum is used for making the surgical and orthopedic cast, such as surgical splints and casting molds. Gypsum plays an important role in the agriculture as soil additive, conditioner, fertilizer. Is used for toothpaste, shampoo, hair product, mainly due to its binding and sticking nature. So gypsum is a component of Portland cement. Okay, it acts as a hardening retardant to control the speed at which concrete areas. Next, plaster of Paris. Okay, plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris, it has a remarkable property of setting with water. So on mixing with an adequate quantity of water, it forms plastic mass that get into a hard solid in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so this plaster of Paris is a hemihydrate of calcium sulfate. It is obtained when gypsum is heated at 393 Kelvin. Okay, gypsum is heated at 393 Kelvin, then we will get the plaster of Paris. So about 393 Kelvin, no water of crystallization is left. So anhydrous calcium sulfate is formed. This is known as the dead bland plaster. Next, biological importance of magnesium and calcium. So magnesium and calcium also play a vital role in biological functions. A typical adult human body contains 25 gram of magnesium and 1200 gram of calcium. So magnesium plays an important role in many biochemical reactions catalyzed by enzymes. It is a cofactor of all the enzymes. And calcium is the major component for bones and teeth. Bones and teeth. It is also present in the blood, and its concentration is maintained by hormones like calcitonin, parathyroid hormone. So deficiency of calcium in blood causes take longer time to clot. It is also important for muscle contraction. The main pigment that is responsible for photosynthesis is chlorophyll, that contains magnesium. Magnesium plays an important role in photosynthesis. Magnesium plays an important role in photosynthesis. Now, your homework, write 10 one words. Write 10 one words from alkaline earth metals topic, okay? And go through the book back questions. 33 to 43. 33 to 43, all the questions, study well and write it down. Okay, children, have a nice day. Stay safe and stay home. Okay, thank you.